This first Makerspace project of the week is the Origami Paper Circuit. For this project, you will need two CR2032 batteries, an LED light, glue stick or tape, the template, colored pencils, scissors, conductive tape, and an X-Acto knife. Begin by cutting out and coloring the pieces of the template. The next step is to fold along every dotted line. It might be helpful to have a ruler for students that have difficulty folding. The next step is to cut 4 slits where indicated on the templates. These slits will allow the on-off switches to be placed into the robot. Next, take the 2 pull tabs and fold them in half long ways. You'll then attach maker tape from one half of the pull tab around to the back side of the other half. Do this to both pull tabs. The next step is to create the circuits that allow the body to move and the LED light to light up. These steps are rather complicated based on the template, and I suggest watching the example video on browndoggadgets.com. For the first body circuit, you'll wrap tape through the slit on the front of the robot, on the back side to the inside of the robot. Attach a second longer piece that extends down, and another small piece through the slit that goes upward. Your next step is to add a small piece of conductive tape across the top of your circuit, and then another long piece going parallel with your original piece. This is the piece that will connect to the small motor. Do not secure this piece down all the way, because your next step is to add the small motor and place one of the legs underneath this piece of maker tape. Next, you will make a small loop with maker tape. This serves 2 purposes. It will hold the battery in place and will also conduct electricity. You'll then take the other leg of the motor and use a small piece of maker tape to connect it to the battery. Once this step is complete, you can test to make sure that your circuit is operating correctly by placing the pull tab into the slit. This should turn on and off your motor. For this next step, you'll create a circuit for the LED light. Take note that one LED leg is slightly longer than the other. This is important when connecting it to the battery. For this step, it'll operate much the same way as the last circuit. You'll insert maker tape through the slit and lay down the circuit on the inside of the robot's head. You'll begin this process after making 2 small holes with your X-Acto knife to plug the LED light through the paper. On the back side of the paper, separate the 2 legs at an angle. The maker tape will connect to both of these legs. Insert the maker tape through the slit and connect it on the front side of the robot while running it down the back side of the slit. The next step is to connect the maker tape to the LED legs. This will run a piece of maker tape from the LED light to the battery, from the battery back to the other LED light. Just like we did with the first circuit, you'll make a small loop of tape to hold the battery in place while also conducting electricity. You'll then add one final piece through the slit and connect it to the battery. You can test to make sure the LED light is working correctly by placing your pull tab, inserting it into the slit. If for some reason the light does not light up, this is a good time to do some problem solving and check your circuitry. Next, attach the arms to the body of your robot and secure the tab with tape on the inside. You're now ready to begin assembling your robot. You'll line up the tabs of the two body pieces and tape them together, and then do the same thing with the head. Roll a piece of tape to attach the head to the body and insert your pull tabs, and you're now ready to watch your robot move while his LED lights up. If you have more questions about origami circuits, please visit the First Makerspace website at www.firstmakerspace.com.